Welcome. Welcome to AVOR, a platform dedicated to exploring the shared human experience. Though we each walk unique paths, our journeys are connected by universal threads. At AVOR, we embrace the belief that we are all a part of one collective consciousness. Welcome to AVOR. Get snuggled in. I think you're gonna love it here. You're gonna love it here.
So, on this episode of AVOR, and for, I don't know if I mentioned it, but AVOR is short for A Voice of Reason. I feel like there's a lot of static in the world. There's a lot being said, but there's not a lot of great voices and sound voices to listen to. So, I have a very, very, very special episode to share with you guys today. This is my sister. Blood couldn't make us any closer. We have known each other from the beginning of time, okay? Our mothers were best friends in high school. And we've had a journey to get to where we are, to be on the same couch with one another. And I'll kill somebody behind her. I have to put that out there because our journey is a very unique journey, and I'm just glad that we're here, you know. So without further ado, okay, this is my sister, okay, Tiara Lazard.
Hey, y'all.
Let's welcome her to this episode of AVOR. I'm so excited. Hey. So first, how are you feeling?
I'm doing great.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
That's good.
Mentally great. So
that's good. I think that's really, really important to make sure that your mental clarity is where it needs to be and stuff like that, because life is hard.
It is. And life be life.
Life be life.
We know.
Okay. It be life. Okay. So on this episode, something that I wanted to dive deep into is our relationship and our journey on, sisterhood, because I don't think it started off that way. Like it was rocky. But I want to get into a little bit of our origin story. So like I mentioned, her mother and my mother were best friends in high school, and going way back to Sunnyside Worthing. Okay. And so ultimately we became family because of that, and grew close. I feel like growing up, I'm gonna just dive into it, growing up deep in our childhood, I remember kind of feeling like, ain't gonna lie, I was the annoying, can you be my friend? And Tiara was not.
I was not, I don't know, I was just so not with it. I don't know. I was just very standoffish and just not with it.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So like in the like us growing up, it was kind of like, I kind of felt like no matter what I did, you just didn't like me. And I didn't realize until I got older that you were going through a lot of different things. Yeah. You were going through a lot of like how you viewed yourself and emotional things and stuff like that. But back then it just felt like torture.
Yeah, because I read something the other day where it was just like, kids don't understand like your perspective of things. They just only understand what they're feeling right then and there.
Yeah.
So it's like, even if you try to explain it to them, they're not gonna understand. Whether it be another kid do it to them.
Yeah.
All they know is that they hurt.
Exactly.
They don't know.
Yeah.
They feel like that you're hurting them.
Yeah.
Not because it's from you and you're projecting.
Got you.
You get what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's true.
As another kid doing it to another kid, they don't. You don't understand.
They don't understand.
I didn't realize that until we got older.
Yeah.
So
So from your perspective, how did you, like, being completely honest, because I felt like at a point, a part of me kind of felt like, was there a sense of jealousy there? Like, was there a sense of like, you just really didn't like me? Was it a sense of, because me and Jasmine were close, like that kind of irritated the situation or whatever like that. What was it particular in your opinion, like growing up, that kind of made you like be like, because it's like I would get like, I feel like every now and then slithers of like nice Tiara in a sense, or a little bit of protective, you know, like, okay, I guess I am your sister, so come here, like, let's, you know what I'm saying? It would be slithers though, but from your perspective, how did you view me and what was going on, you know?
That's so crazy that you brought that up, because me and Jasmine, we just had a session last week with the family therapist.
Yeah.
And she brought it to my attention that I needed to look at how we grew up at a different perspective too. Not only just of what I went through and me projecting, but could it also have been that I felt some type of way that other people had the sister role with my sister?
Got you.
Because it wasn't just you that had that opportunity with Jasmine.
Yeah.
You know, other family members too. So it's like, I never thought of it that way until she brought it to my attention. I was just like, two truths can be coexisting at the same time. So I was just like, you know what? There is some truth to that.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand it until when she brought it up. It, you know, when somebody brings something up, it'll make you jump back to a situation and you be like, yeah. Like whenever Jasmine would go out of town with my mama and come see y'all, I just be like, dang, well, okay, well, I'm here, whatever.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that, you know, that y'all didn't love me or y'all didn't like me. It's just that it was that's y'all own bond. I can't not.
And it's so crazy because I honestly, and a little bit to this day, you know, I feel like, which we'll talk about like the break that we had and stuff like that. But I always, the little girl in me, why am I getting emotional? The little girl in me always just, ooh, that's like, what the?
There's nothing wrong.
Not already, but the little girl in me just always wanted you to be my big sister and wanted you. I kind of felt like you were cool because you were older.
Yeah.
And I wanted to have that connection with you. You know, I think me and Jasmine really gravitated towards each other because we were so close in age and stuff like that. But I felt like a part of me just always wanted you to like me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I just wanted you to like me. And so, growing up, I felt like it was just friction and things of that nature. But I feel like we definitely like came so far. An incident that I did want to bring up though, I remember, and then I want to go into like why I decided to take a year-long break and stuff like that. But I remember this is around the time that we had got back, like finally got cool, and it was around my 21st birthday.
I remember.
And I remember we went to Vegas.
Yeah.
And what ended up happening? So I remember how I felt like we still weren't really good or really cool, because I remember from my experience with going to Vegas is that I don't know why it was so much discourse, but I remember essentially like me wanting to do stuff and then you not wanting to do stuff, and then it created a problem. But I kind of felt like, well, it's my birthday, like we should do what I want to do. But you was just like, I mean, everybody ain't gotta do what you want to do. But I'm like, in my head, I'm like, it's just my birthday. You know what I'm saying? And I remember it got to the point where and I think I had ended up getting into it with was it everybody or you and
it was really Jasmine. If you want to be technical.
It was just Jasmine?
Yes, I remember.
For real?
Yeah. I'm gonna bring your memory back to it.
But you know what's crazy? Okay, before I gotta give a caveat, because we got so drunk. Okay, I gotta read that up.
We did get drunk that night.
That was the first time
I got the video still.
You do?
Yes, ma'am.
I need the video.
I got the video
I
still,
need
'cause
the
what?
video. Bruh, we got so goddamn drunk. I took 15 shots. 15
that damn
shots.
Tennessee. That Tennessee.
Yes. I took 15 shots, bruh. I was like out of there.
That's
okay.
crazy.
But let's pivot back. So okay, I think that's kind of what happened. And then you know what? I'm gonna let you say it from your perspective, and then
So I understand what you're saying when you was like that. I kept saying that everybody don't want to do what you want, and I had to tell you that because you didn't meet the other cousin that flew down from Atlanta that time. So it's like you don't really know her, so you can't force everybody to do what you want to do. But I get it too because it is your birthday. Yeah. But you've always been a person. It's your event. You want things to go how you want it to go.
I just feel like I ain't gonna lie. That's the only day of the year that.
No, any event that you have, you want things to go how you want it to go.
I mean,
I get it though. I get it. I get it. Okay. But so when we was getting ready to leave, I don't know what happened, but me and you ended up getting into it. And I stopped talking. And then you started going back and forth with Jasmine.
Wait, we was getting ready to leave,
Getting ready to leave to go back to the airport.
But wait, before that...
Because you had came back, because you had ended up leaving the night before you went to Dre's with your friends, because your friends had came down there.
Yeah.
And then you had came back, and you came back to pack so we can go to the airport, because our flight, we all got on the same flight.
Oh, so that's when we had got into it.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think I must have been blowing your phone up or something, because I'm trying to see where you at. We got to check out, and we got to be at the airport. So me and you started getting into it, and then I just shut up and just started packing. Then you and Jasmine started getting into it. And I'm like, telling Jasmine, just shut up.
And I remember...
Jasmine got in you. I say, hey.
I remember, and that was the first time, honestly...
I was like...
That I felt like, okay, yeah, I'm on the outside. Yeah. Like, in a sense of like... Okay, because the way that Jasmine came in defense of you, I was like, first off, clearly... It was some wrong, whether it had been on both ends, but for you to come at me like that, that just was like, and then Jasmine ain't never just came at me like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I feel like Jasmine felt some type of way because I decided to just say fuck everything, because I really was getting kind of depressed of like how I felt like it was this tug and pull between me and you. So that's why I just left and was just like, I'm in Vegas. This is my 21st birthday. I want to go enjoy myself. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm having to sacrifice so much. Like, you know, because it's this push and pull, you know, whatever like that. Which, looking back on it, I get it now. Y'all spent y'all money to come down there to celebrate me. Y'all had things that y'all wanted to do too and stuff like that. So, you know, I was 21. Yeah. You know, I'm matured. You know what I'm saying?
Shit is Vegas though too. So it's like, you know, I get it.
Yeah.
So it's like, like I said earlier, two things can be right at the same time.
Exactly. So you can continue,
But it was crazy because you had called your granny. Got your police. I'm like, calm down, because if you got a police, baby, one of us are gonna go.
I was trying to call the police.
Yes, you did. Las Vegas Police Department don't play that. You called them down there in one of them hotels. Somebody's leaving with them. You was about to. You was about to. You called your granny.
You know what it was? It's because Jasmine
had got up and she got up and she tried to get in. I was just like, calm down. I had told her to calm down. It's not that serious. It's not that serious.
It was exactly like, it's one thing for us to be going at it and talking a bunch of shit.
But then Jasmine had raised her voice and started again. I was like, hey, calm down.
Yeah, like it was like...
And then y'all both started like, hey, y'all both
chill because
out.
It like...
I had got to the point where like, y'all both chill out.
Yeah, because it was just, for me, it was jarring because I had never seen...
Jasmine go there.
And I'm like, first off, like...
It's
the
me.
beef is between it's me and her, but then it's like it's me.
Yeah.
Like
So it's just like, damn.
we didn't cry together. We didn't bend down.
So you felt more. I feel like you felt mostly betrayed then.
I did, and I
And
felt
more
very
so by
defensive.
Jasmine.
Yeah, I felt defensive because that was the first time that I realized, or I felt like, oh yeah, this is not my blood sisters. Like I felt like
was it the fact that, like, because I feel like after that changed you and Jasmine's relationship, because we started getting closer.
Yeah. And then also what I feel like with Jasmine, I feel like me and Jasmine were really close at a certain point, like within our childhood growing up, even after the death of my mom. And, you know, Jasmine was there, supportive. But Jasmine started to be very, like, shut down and not really, like, open. And she also, like, I mean, it would be months. I'll be calling Jasmine for, like, 3 months straight and no response. So, if a person keep doing that to you for years on years, it's like, I don't like to feel like I'm bothering somebody, but I would do it to her because I'm like, I'm trying to get back to what's going on. Like, if it's something going on with you, then you could tell that. But she would just be very nonchalant. That was just Jasmine, though. Yeah,
it was her own thing that she had going on. It wasn't. It ain't got nothing to do with you. So.
Yeah, but I didn't see it
that way.
You know what I'm saying?
But
because
us as humans don't see that like that. We be coming from a child's place.
Yeah.
We be coming from our inner child.
But it's
sometimes.
not even necessarily that. I think that in relationships, you need to communicate. Like for
definitely.
Me and you, if I'm not answering the phone after a while, you're gonna be like, okay, what's up? Like what's going on? Like, if you need space, we can communicate with each other.
Yeah.
Jasmine is not always like
She's
that.
Not,
you know, and that's something that I've now.
You're gonna have to have her on this.
We need to have a
you just need to have her on this couch.
Just sit her right here,
right now.
But it's something now that I can accept about her and be like, okay, that's just who she is. At first, I felt like I was trying to change it or trying to like infiltrate and understand more and stuff like that. So, you know, but yeah, it's crazy because after that, like you said, our relationship. It was like a 360. Like, we started to get back close. I don't feel like it was all the way
close.
there.
Yeah, but it was.
But it's like we were building on something. So I'm gonna bring up. It's a couple of other incidents that I do want to talk about. That to this day, it ain't even just more so. It irritates me with you, but I just wish it never happened because it has people feeling like they think they know me, and it's irritating. It's irritating. And then I think it's more so not even the fact that these people feel like they know me, but it's more so the disrespect that comes along with you thinking I liked you, which was never the case. And like the last time we seen each other was at the your thing at Paulette's house.
Okay.
And he came up and was like, Wasila. Like he didn't know my name. And it's giving very disrespectful. So it's my thing. It's like, first of all, I never liked you. But okay, so let me I have to get into this, right? So okay, amongst me and Tiara trying to repair our relationship and build a stronger connection so where we both feel like we are being seen, heard, and stuff like this. Tiara decides, so I use a certain, let me just say this. I use a certain person from her family to do a video shoot for a video thing that I had. Thought the guy was attractive, so that's why he got the job. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't thinking anything of it. I'm not going to go into his background, but there are many of reasons why I would never even go there, you know, with said person. I just wanted to give this person an opportunity and stuff like that. Also, if they family, he my family, because her family is like my family. So that's how I was thinking about it. So long story short, word gets back to me that
I went back and I told him that she think that you was cute.
that was it. That you
Yeah.
said you ain't say nothing else.
What did I say? Remind me.
No,
I probably did.
I'm just because I still really don't know fully what was said, but to me, how it was brought to me was.
But I did tell him that you was crazy. What you?
So
that's what I told him. I'm not gonna. I told him that you was crazy.
Why?
But in a jokingly way. But he took it serious.
But why?
But see, listen. You know how we jokingly say, "Oh, she crazy." Literally, just like that.
So what was I guess with that situation? So essentially, somebody brought it back to me. I don't know if it was Jasmine or somebody brought it back to me that this particular person had been told like, "Oh, Wasila really likes you, but just watch out because she a little crazy."
I never said watch out. Now I said she really like you. But she crazy.
Now I'll say this. Never, let me look in the camera and say this. I never liked this person. No. Thought he was attractive enough for my video. Yes. Showed a little concern and care and consideration because that person had just got out of a situation. Yes, I was being nice, but I am a very kind person. I don't know how to be like, okay, all right, thank you for your services, bye. I'm welcoming. So how you doing? How are you mentally? To a stranger, I will do that to anybody. It's not a specific thing because you're attractive. Like, no. So then what came about was after the situation, said person had got in his mind that I really liked him. And every time I would see this person, not only was he very like weird towards me, then it starts to get disrespectful. And I'm like, why am I being treated this way because of something I didn't even say? You know what I'm saying? Something that I didn't even do. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you something. I'm a Leo. Very, very, very bold woman. If I want you, hey, what's up? What's really good? Like, by the way, I think we should. I don't have no problems with that. Yeah. You know, so I just didn't like, I guess, like the aftermath that came with that, because I consider your family to be my family. I've known your family all my life. So it's like when I'm at family functions, now it's this weird energy feeling, and it's like I never fucking liked you. Yeah. It makes me like I almost want to go back and not even put him in the video. I wish I would have got somebody else, because it's been so immature after. Instead of just being like, girl, instead of him being like, girl, I don't care nothing about what my cousin's talking about. You hella cool. Thank you for the opportunity. You know, woo. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. He went there and he ran with it, and he's still running with it. So from your perspective, why do you feel like, because we've talked about this, why do you even feel like it was necessary for you to even say that? And what was your intent with saying that? Because ultimately, I kind of feel like there was no real reason to be even saying that. Even if I did like him, why did you feel the need
it really
to
wasn't a reason. Shit,
yeah.
She told him that she think you cute. She liked you. But she look crazy.
It's the crazy part for me.
Let me tell you why.
So do you think I'm crazy? Okay, we can dive into that. Let's go another direction. Do you no Tiara, because no, we could really go there.
We can.
Do you think I am crazy when it comes to men? Now, will I say that I overanalyze situations?
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Crazy antics, no.
Exactly. What's the craziest thing I've ever did to a guy? I'm not pulling up to no houses.
Yeah, you ain't never did none of that.
I'm not slashing no tires. I'm not calling.
You ain't never did none of that.
I ain't even blowed up a man's phone.
Yeah, you ain't never did none of that.
But I will overanalyze a situation, and that's a lot has to do with like my past insecurities. Like back then I was insecure, and instead of just realizing a motherfucker had me fucked up and walking and moving on with my life, I stayed in a predicament of thinking about it constantly. Like, what did I do to do wrong? And that's the people pleaser in me. So yeah, I can't say that, but crazy. What do you think? What what do you think has been crazy that I have done when it came to God?
Overthinking.
That's about it.
Not God. Oh, guys, no, nothing.
Nothing crazy.
You haven't did any crazy antics though.
Yeah.
No, you haven't did any crazy
exactly.
antics.
So why would chime in? Why?
But this was before. This was before. Okay, you ain't did no crazy antics. You haven't did nothing crazy.
And that was after all the stuff with WB. WB? Block.
Oh.
That was after. But still,
okay,
that was
with
a
that,
valid
okay.
reason for me. But that was
valid
losing my mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it though.
Yeah.
I get it now after the fact. So whenever I said that you was crazy, I get how that could make you feel.
Yeah.
That.
Cause now
I get what you're saying. Cause after that.
Yeah, that too. I didn't even think about that, but that definitely probably played a part in it too. Because you got to think about it. With that situation, I had completely lost myself. Like my mind was gone.
Oh, I remember.
And it was more so the state of also everybody knowing. Yeah. And I kind of feel like that was another situation with said guy, even though everybody wasn't really thinking about it, but he felt like he knew something, and that plays into your psyche as a person when you've experienced feeling embarrassed, and being isolated. So that definitely, was like a trigger or whatever like that. And I just I don't like people feeling like they got one up on me, in a sense of like, they think something, even though it really doesn't matter, but it's just more so like, you're being fucking weird because you're weird at this point, because there's nothing there. Like, even if I would prefer him not to speak to me at all. Like, even him speaking that night, I was surprised, because if you're not going to be respectful, then move around. You know what I'm saying? Because it's no need. Yeah. I'm damn near about to be 30. Ain't nobody got time to be doing no dumb shit. But anywho, I digress. So what else? What else do I feel like we should get into? Because I can edit. What is there something specifically that you want to talk about that you think is important? So I'm gonna just edit it. Do you want to segue into the year-long break?
We can. We can go there.
We can go there.
We can go there, but it's gonna. We can go there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because we talked about why we clashed and stuff like that. So. Okay. Yeah, because I want to make sure I keep it. Okay.
Remember the time, because you said.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay. So, what was it? It was 2022. Yeah, 2022. Things kind of came to a head again in our sisterhood. And so we found ourselves at a crossroad. And I am going to take a good 5 minutes to cuss this bitch out. But let me digress, because I got to get
don't do that.
Oh, no, I am. Because I want her, and I'm going to also share that particular segment on my page so that she can see it. And then also, I may tag her in it. But let me digress to get into what happened. So back year 2022, around Halloween time, I decided to have like this showcase. And at the showcase, everybody like dressed up.
Halloween party.
Yeah, Halloween party. And everybody dressed up, and we played games, and I performed, and I invited a certain person who I would never, ever, ever let breathe my air again, to be a part of the showcase as well. And so at this showcase, a certain somebody decided to show up 4 hours late with bringing the food.
I was not 4 hours late.
It was very much 3.
It was very much so too.
No, it was very much so 3. Now that's not being dramatic.
I can bring it up.
Get the receipts. But
Let me
anyway, everybody was there, and everybody was waiting on the food. You know, I was like, "Hey sis, can you cook the food?" Woo, woo, woo. So she ends up showing up late, and then when she does walk in, at least from my perspective, and I definitely want to get your perspective because I feel like I'm talking a lot. I want people to hear your perspective. She shows up, and she shows up with this, you know, her attitude of like, "I'm here, what's up?" Like, I was already very much frustrated. Because I'm just like, why would you show up 3 hours to, first off, it's my showcase, it's an event of mine. And, you know, I just kind of felt like it was just a little inconsiderate, right? So she shows up and she like, "Hey everybody, I'm here. She was like, "Here you go." And then you was like, cause you see my mood, you was like, "Okay, well, you know, kind of how you are, you know, just like, okay, well, bitch, get over it. Like, I'm here now." And so, long story short, after that situation, I was talking to said person who I'm not cool with anymore, who I'm gonna take 5 minutes, I haven't forgot, to get in that ass. But I was talking to the said person, and I had told them, I was like, "Look, I'm going through all this shit with my sister. Like, I just feel like they don't really, I feel like she kind of take me for granted, and I feel like it's always something, like, I feel like we take 5 steps forward to take 10 steps back, and I just feel like she just really don't like me. Like, I feel like she really, really, really don't like me," and I was expressing myself. And so by the end of that night, I had made a decision, like, I didn't make the decision that night. It wasn't made. I just was like, I need space. But I remember I had texted you, and I was like, "We need to talk."
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And that was the last text message that she had got from me until like a year later.
No, this year.
It was this year?
In April. I was at my family's reunion when I got the text message.
Okay. So it was, but it
April
wasn't
9th. April 8th or 9th.
How long was it? It was
a year and a half.
A year and a half.
Yeah.
So essentially what stopped me, because I did have every plan to have a conversation with her. But I remember as I was getting ready to go do it, my grandmother walked in the room and basically was like, don't text her back because it's gonna be the same thing over. And honestly, now being out of or having a year-long break, what a difference I feel like personally it's made, because
same.
I feel like I had certain attachments to you and just y'all family in general, and I didn't have a better perspective of how I was coming off and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. So I want to get into your perspective on the year-long break and how you took that event, but I'm about to get in this bitch ass. So let me say this. I may fight with her. I may argue with her. I may go back. We may beat the fuck out of each other and be best friends tomorrow. But to intentionally lie on somebody that I consider to be my family, like blood couldn't make us any closer. You gotta be some type of crazy, delusional, stupid ass bitch to do some shit like that. Because it took me a year and a half to realize that a lie that was told to me wasn't even the actual fucking fact. So you got ahead of some shit so that it wouldn't come out that you was actually the person talking shit about me. So long story short, there was an incident between the girl that I allowed to perform at the showcase and her man. So as it was told to me was originally.
You want me to go there?
Oh yeah, we going there.
I'm saying, do you want me to jump in and
Yeah.
tell you what happened?
Yeah, no, so but
Okay.
let me say what was first said. So originally, old girl came up to me and was like, yeah, I see my man and your sister Tiara. Essentially, I walked in on them talking shit about you. I was going out to my car, and they was just talking shit about you, and I was just like, why would you be talking shit with her, like about her, like she ain't did nothing to y'all? So this is what the girl is saying, that she's seen her man. Which, looking back, it should have made sense, because why would Tiara be talking to a random
I don't know
nigga
him.
that she don't know, right? But I'm thinking, because Tiara was a little inebriated, I'm thinking, I know how Tiara get when she drunk, you know what I'm saying, or she drinking. So I'm thinking like, okay, maybe she was talking shit, and so that put like the nail in the coffin. But it was other things or whatever, and so I went on an entire year and a half thinking that she talked shit about me to this random ass person when that wasn't even the situation. So tell the people what the situation is, and you better be glad that I ain't text that ass and that I haven't seen your ass, because for me to be as kind of a person as I've been to you, you just sat on my motherfucking couch crying your motherfucking eyes out because I need to pursue my dreams and we have to move to LA. We gotta make this a reality, and you don't know all that I have lost. And I'm sitting here at my counter looking at you like, what the fuck is going on? This bitch is losing her mind. For me to create and hold space for you to talk shit about me, and I gave you a platform, and it was the people that came to see me. Otis, they ain't come to see you. It wasn't, you ain't bring not one motherfucking fan in the venue. But I digress. So tell the people what actually happened.
So I'll start from there. So you asked me to cook. So I'm the one that be cooking. Right.
Yeah, she can throw down.
So I cooked the food earlier, like way early in the day, because I'm like, I know I'm not gonna have time, and Lexi's got to do my makeup. So I was waiting on Lexis to come and do my makeup, but she was at the not nursing home, but at the home visiting her grandmother.
Yeah.
I can't rush her from going to go see her grandma now, so I'm just waiting on her.
Yeah.
So I did communicate with you that I was going to be late.
Yeah.
Didn't know how late.
Yeah.
So I was just like, let me see if Jasmine could bring the food. You didn't know that I tried to see if Jasmine could bring the food.
Yeah.
You ain't know that I'm trying to see who can, so I'm waiting on Lexis. Lexis finally get there. I think she get there the time that the party starts. 30 minutes before the time the party actually started, she finally got to the house. So we started, she did my makeup. And so like an hour goes by, I believe. And then I'm telling Jasmine, hey, Jasmine, can you go take the food to the venue? Because Wasila waiting on the food and she's calling me. And,
Yeah.
So, Jasmine, she gonna get mad, but she gonna do it. She gonna talk her shit.
Yeah.
One thing I love, she gonna talk her shit, but she gonna do it. So she brought the food or whatever. So I'm finally getting my makeup done. Finished, and I don't do that. That's just, I don't do that.
Yeah.
But I literally got dressed up. I looked cute. I looked like Chucky Bride.
Yeah.
So I got dressed and all of that stuff. So then Lexis was doing her makeup, and I was like, I'm not about to wait on her. I had asked Paulette to come pick me up. So me and Paulette rode together.
Yeah.
So we got there, and I get ready to walk in. Like you said, I walked in. I was like, hey, everybody, but I don't understand what do you...
It gave arrogant, because I don't feel like sometimes how you come off. You have...
I'll be bubbly, bro.
No, but it's a way of like... It kind of felt like, well, I'm here, so shit, get over it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like...
That was not the case.
But it gives off that energy.
Okay.
Well, that's at least what it felt like, but continue.
So I walked in, I was like, hey, everybody. So then I walked and I spoke to Tay, and then I kept walking, and I had your card so I could get your card back. And I was like, hey, Wasila, here go your card. And you looked at me, and you turned around and kept walking.
Yeah.
Girl.
No, but let me also say
Girl,
this. Jasmine
when you did that,
came
I
in,
said, Wasila. That's when I yelled, and then you turned
just put it
around.
down. I said you could just put it
No,
down.
you turned around like this, and you was like, "What?" I say, "Your card." You was like, "You could just put it down," and you turned around. I threw that card and I walked out. Tay came. I got in the car because Paulette ain't get out the car yet. I walked back outside. I got in the car. I say, Paulette, let's go. I don't have to be here. Tay came. As soon as we get ready to pull up, Tay came outside to me. Tiara, don't leave, don't leave. I said, you seen that shit? She was like, yeah, I seen it. I was like, it's okay. She said, it's okay. Just come in. Just come in. I was like, okay. Okay. Came back in and sat down. I had a great time, though.
You did?
We ain't talked the whole night, but I had fun that night. I had a lot of fun that night.
Okay,
we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Literally, lots of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Even it was just pasta. Even though it was just pasta.
No, but it was fun. Like
we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. I think also to put into context, another thing that I had felt was when Jasmine did bring the food, I asked her, I say, Jasmine, can you put it in the oven and turn it on? Why you can't do it? Why you can't do it? And then picked it up and threw it in the oven with like an attitude. So you have to think about it. Mind you, I'm trying to throw an event, right?
Yeah.
I put up all
I didn't know
all the decorations.
I didn't know
that bitch didn't come to help do shit. And you
know
know who I'm talking about.
What I do? I'm like, damn, get my makeup.
I'm talking about the other artists on the lineup who said that she was gonna help put all this work in. She didn't come. Her and her crazy ass boyfriend. Cause really, bitch, I'm girl. Cause
just keep going, keep pushing.
So I had to put up all the decorations. I gotta make sure the mic sounds good. I'm doing everything. So I asked you, could you put the food in the oven? You brought it. Could you put it in the oven so it could be hot? That was asking too much. Then on top of that, you 3 hours late.
I was 2 hours late.
No, you were 3. I'm telling you, you were 3 hours late. But I digress. We can agree to disagree. And then I remember at one point in the night, Lexus even got an attitude with me. And I wasn't even talking about her at the moment. She thought I was talking to her. I had said something. And I think you had got her to, she was like, she wasn't even talking about you. But I had said something in general. Uh-huh. So it was like all these things happening and me trying to push through that instead of feeling supported, I felt like I was being a burden by asking people to do what I had already been asked them to do. You know, the only person outside, besides Jasmine, is putting that in the oven. But she acted like that was a big...
Yeah.
And I don't think people that say that they love you and support you should be gracious to help you. You know what I'm saying? Because I would do the same, you know? Yeah. So that's where my frustration had came from. But no, continue. So go to the that situation.
The party was great. Party was fun. Very fun. So after the party ended, you know, everybody started slowly but surely leaving out, going home. Ain't nobody stayed to clean up but me. The only one helping cleaning up. You ain't even know. We ain't talked the whole night. She ain't say not 2 words to me the whole night. No, nothing. Which I wasn't tripping. I was like, girl, she be all right. I ain't worried about it. She be okay. So everybody outside talking and mingling or whatever. So I'm in there cleaning up because I'm looking for the broom. I get to sweeping because it was cups all over the floor. I start picking up and stuff. So as I'm sweeping, he's in there. I guess he's getting his DJ equipment together. Yeah. And she walks in and they started talking. Mm-hmm. So I don't know them from Toucan. I don't
say what they were saying. I want to know what they were saying.
I don't need to see them talk to y'all. I don't know y'all. Yeah. So now I'm sweeping and they talking. They was like, you seen that shit? You seen how she was acting? Yeah. She been acting fake as fuck all night. I'm like,
oh, I was acting fake as fuck, bitch.
I said, who y'all? That's when I said, who y'all talking about? Because, bitch, I want to know who y'all talking about. No, like, who y'all talking about? Because I don't know y'all, so who y'all know? Yeah. So they was like, Wasila. I'm like, oh, okay. So after that, I went back to minding my business. And I was going to tell you that night, but As I was walking out, I was trying to speak. You still had it. I was like, okay, well then, whatever. We'll talk tomorrow. In my head, I'm like, okay, you just mad. We'll talk tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because me, when it's somebody that I love, you can have attitude, girl. We'll talk tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah.
So whenever you text me that night, I think it was like 1 o'clock or something. You text me, or so, I don't know. I think no, it was that morning. The next morning, you text me. You was just like, "Hey, we need to talk or something." So I was like, "Okay, cool." I think I had ended up waking up and then I text you. I say, "Okay, cool. Do you want to talk on the phone or talk in person or something?" And when I sent it, it turned green. So I was like, "Well, maybe your phone off." So I was just like, "Well, whatever." So I get on Instagram to go send you one. You know how we be sending out little posts and shit. So I get on Instagram, scroll on Instagram. I tried to send you. What the fuck was I saying? So I'm looking up your name. Can't find your shit. Get on TikTok. Can't find your shit.
Oh, Lord.
Facebook. Can't find your shit. I call you like, what the fuck going on? I say, Lexus, go look and see if she on your. She went. I was like, oh, she must went on a hiatus or something. You know, whatever.
She'll be back.
So Jasmine was like, I guess she must have posted something the next day or something. It wasn't nothing about that. But I guess she must have posted something. I was like, oh, the bitch got me blocked then. The fuck I do? Like, okay, well, whatever. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then it went on for a year and a half. I was just like, okay. Well, after that, like, first couple weeks, I was just like, well, damn, okay.
Yeah.
At first, I was in my little feelings. I was like, damn, what the fuck? Why she blocked me? I ain't, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we've been going through, but I'm like, damn, can't even have no conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But then let me give you backstory about that too. So back when, you know, whenever they had that incident, Paulette and then my other cousin.
Okay, yeah.
And her mom came down or whatever.
Wait. Paulette.
And my other cousin, they had that incident, and her mom came down, and we was on the phone in the car, and she was like, hey, Wasila. No, you was like, hey, and she was like, don't talk to me, Wasila. I heard what you said. I heard what you
confused.
said. No, this was back in May. This was before
but
that.
I'm not understanding who the characters are in the story.
Correct.
Who got in the car wreck?
Paulette.
Oh, that's okay. A long time ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was before. Okay, I'm trying to give you backstory leading up to you blocking and stuff, right? So that happened, and then you was just like, "What did I say about you?" And she was like, "I heard what you said about me." And then you thought that
was Paulette saying that?
No, my cousin.
Oh, with a Z.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you were just like, I guess you thought that it was me that said something to her, but it wasn't me. It was Jasmine.
Oh.
So you left a little voicemail, girl. My little feelings was hurt.
Yeah.
My feelings was hurt. I thought we were at that point. So
that's when it started going
for
downhill
me.
Yeah.
Because I genuinely thought that we were getting to a place where we were cool and okay, because you know I had went out of town with you to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
You know, like I be on the phone with you when that shit was going on with, you know, when you was going every day, literally, because I didn't mind. So I was just like, damn, I thought we was better than that, and you was telling me I can't trust no beat. Like, it was like, damn, shot in the heart.
I think that came from the little things of like, I feel like it really stemmed from like our childhood and the fact that I felt like you didn't really like me. And then when you would do little things, right? Because I'm going to be honest, the way her and her family will go back at each other and fight each other, call each other bitches and hoes, and be...
It's not healthy, but that's one of our ways of communication.
And I get it. But for me, I'm the sensitive one in the family with them, okay? Like, I'm very much like... My nickname from her was, Wasila, you're sensitive. But I just don't... call me a kumbaya bitch, but I don't. If I love you, like I
Let's
don't
just
want to. I
fight.
don't want to go back at. I don't want to go. Y'all will go at each other like
It's okay.
for each.
It's okay because you got to think about it. Sometimes you have to get that out. Like, you know, everybody don't operate in the place of kumbaya and love. They operate in yelling and screaming. You know, that's their way of showing that they care. It may not be the
Yeah.
right way, but that's just sometimes
That's the way.
how a person. Then it don't necessarily have to do with the person
Yeah.
that they into it with. That's just that person.
Yeah.
And what they're going through.
So that's something that took me a while to understand, especially as long as even though I've been around them all my life, that took me a long time because I feel like as teenagers and then into adulthood, like that's when I really started to see that how y'all, you know, engage with each other and stuff like that. And for me, like when that would be directed to me, I take the shit personal. I take
you think
it
that the whole family trying to jump?
Yeah, like it's like it took it was different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but with that situation, I felt like it was already distrust, and I feel like, well, I'm glad that your break took what it needed to take because it gave me clarity as to what I was holding on to. I was holding on to a lot of unresolved feelings of how I felt like you seen me and how you looked at me and how you treated me. So even when you would do like the slightest thing that, yeah, you may have been wrong, but it wasn't enough to end it. It felt like the world was ending because it was like, see, she proving my point. She proving my point that she don't like me. She proving my point. Yeah, she proving my point that she really don't fuck with me, or there's some jealousy or some animosity. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that year break really gave me the clarity, and it also let me know that I can stand alone. And I'll be okay. Like God got me. Mm-hmm. You know, then I experienced a friend ghosting and all of that. So it gave me that confidence that you know, that I needed moving forward. And then I was able to come back and have, I feel like, a more beautiful relationship with you. And then we were able to talk and see where we both were coming from. And you expressed some things to me. And one of the things that you expressed to me when we did start back talking was that no matter what you did, you felt like you weren't good enough for me. Like the way that I treated you, you felt like you weren't good enough. So can you expound on why you felt that way and how I came off to you and stuff like that?
So that'll kind of go back to in between the little voicemail thing that I was talking about, leading up to your party. So I think it was when you were getting ready to move, and before you was getting ready to move, we had like, you know how we used to be on the phone running it. So we was on the phone one day, and I really remember you telling me one day, you were just like, you need to learn how to stop being so giving and stop being so available and ready to just be there for people sometimes. Sometimes you got to let people figure it out on their own. And learn how to be there for yourself, because when they leave, you're not going to, you know. So I had took heed to that. So it's just like, I felt like sometimes whenever it came to you, like you told me that, but I feel like when it came to you, you felt like that didn't apply to you too. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I think it was one. So, okay, whenever you moved, you had wanted me to come and help you pack. And I was just like, no, I'm not coming to help you pack. I'll help you unpack and, you know. So you were just like, okay, cool, that's fine. So I'm the only one that came and helped her move besides her family. Yeah. And nobody else come help her move.
Wait, Sandra came. And
no, the fuck she didn't. Excuse me, mama.
She did.
She did not come help you move.
Move in? Oh, no, it wasn't. Maddie didn't.
Maddie did.
Maddie
did, but that's Maddie.
Yeah,
that's not,
I know. I'm just
playing. Maddie.
Yeah, but no, she's right. She is the person that helped me.
I came and helped you move.
Yeah.
When we went to American Idol.
Yeah.
What a time. Jesus.
We came a long way.
But no, not even that. Even for your 21st birthday before we took off. Calm down, girl. I got it. It's okay.
Girl.
I just be, but she don't be understanding, like,
yeah.
she, okay. She's very in tune with, see how I changed that? You're not sensitive. You're very in tune with your emotions.
Yeah, I am.
So, I'm the type of person, I'm not about to cry about it now. I'm going to resolve it, then cry about it after, because my nervous system is calm. So, I'm like, we finna go to, we going to get to Vegas. We're going to get to Vegas. We got there the next day, but we're going to get to Vegas.
I acted a fool.
And not only that, we're going to get to Milwaukee, too.
Yeah.
And you had them.
Oh, my God.
You don't remember?
Baby,
You remember it now?
Let me tell you something,
because
I was like, this is my dream. I'm getting ready to perform for the executive.
Baby, she performed for that goddamn airline.
Of American Idol.
You performed for United.
I gotta get there.
You performed for United Airlines. Everybody was watching us. Everybody. I say, Wasila, calm down, girl. I'm finna go get our flights changed. Girl, we gonna get there today.
Girl, I thought I was
the flight is gonna, bro. Let me go talk to you.
Reenact me.
Please.
Reenact me.
Okay, first off, y'all, she left her clothes at the house. They stayed like maybe 15 minutes from the airport.
Yeah.
But we got to the terminal. We got to the, well, not terminal, but we got to the, it is a terminal, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
So, let me go back to whenever we went to Milwaukee. So she had a little breakdown, and I was just like, oh God. She ended up leaving her clothes, y'all, at the house.
Yeah.
And she had to get her grandmother to bring it to the airport. So I was just like, and we was already in line boarding. We were boarding. I was holding the gate. I had the gate open for the lady. The lady wouldn't let me. I say, ma'am, she coming, y'all. She coming. I was standing right there. The lady was like, ma'am, please move. I say, she coming, y'all. Just wait. Baby, that lady closed that door. She say, she say, I'm not supposed to open it again. I say, she coming, just please. She say, she coming. She said, I can hold it. She closed, they closed it, but they not supposed to open it back. Mm-hmm. She was like, if she come in like the next 2 minutes, I'll open it back. I say.
And just for context, I was on my way. I had won a competition here to go and audition for the executives of American Idol. So I was on complete emotional breakdown trying to make it.
So she ended up getting back there. So when she get back there, I say, they gone, baby. They gone, baby. We got to go back down there and see if we can get our flight changed. She crying. I was just like, this is the crazy part, y'all. I was trying to tell her, we can literally go ahead and get on this flight, and we ain't got to be at American Idol till tomorrow at like 11. Get your grandmother to overnight that shit or something. Get her to overnight it. Or we can get down there and you can go and find an outfit. Like,
girl, but I had the outfit together.
I say we literally can get down there and you can go and find an outfit. Like, find an outfit for an American Idol and just wear whatever else, It wasn't no convincing. So I was just like, okay, come on. Let's just go back downstairs. And we went back down there. They changed our flight, and actually we got on a jet. I ain't never seen it. Yeah. But we got down there. It was cool. That was cool, I guess. It was cool, but Mm-hmm. But anyways, so that, and then what else? So like, what was it?
Essentially, you felt like we were getting somewhere.
But then, and then after that little voicemail or whatever, so then, mind you, I helped you with that American Idol. Then I help every time for your birthday. Mm-hmm. I show up. I literally show up for you. Yeah. Literally, even though it probably ain't got it all, Yeah. But I show up. Yeah. Like, I show up every year. Show up. So I just always would feel like, damn, like, I understand that but I understand that she wants, more of a friendship with other people. But I'm like, damn, well, what the hell am I? Sometimes I would feel like that. Sometimes I'm just be like, well,
like,
whatever.
You felt like other relationships in my life was more important.
No, not more important, but it's just like you would sometimes say like, like whenever it's your birthday or something, and like, you know, something don't go right or something, you know, your friends that you invite, they don't show up, and I just be like, well, Wasila, it's, you know, you got the people that's here for you. Like it ain't
you showing up, so why does it even matter?
Why do
like,
it matter?
Yeah.
But I get it,
Yeah.
too, because it's like, it's not that you are not, we not good enough, but at the same time, that was still my feelings. My feelings is my feelings.
Those are still relationships
so it's
that
just
you feel like you value. I
come
value,
on, that, and then I'm like, you these people, and I always tell you, I say, look, them motherfuckers, they do not be your friends. They don't be your friends. I always tell her that, always, and I be fucking right. But I be letting her find out on her own shit. Them motherfuckers don't be her friends.
Damn.
At all. They don't. And you know.
You want to call some people out?
No, it's I don't need to. I don't know them motherfuckers. I don't care. I don't care about them. I don't know them. I don't even know their name for real.
Who's some people that you felt like wasn't my friend, but I really felt like they was like my friend?
American Idol girl.
I know who she is. Yeah.
American Idol girl.
Yeah.
The girl that lied on me. Like, girl.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You told me that you did.
I fuck with BB. I fuck with BB. I fuck with her.
Oh, that's different.
I fuck with Britt.
I fuck with
That's about the only friend that I actually like.
Yeah, that's
that you've ever
both
had.
Sages.
That's the only friend that I like that you've had.
But
honestly.
it's crazy when another friendship. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn it off. It's crazy when another friendship happened.
The last one.
Yeah, you said you never really liked her.
She just gave
fake.
Not fake, just fake. Not even fake, but just friends with you for benefit of not even financial or anything, but just emotional benefit for her. Like just there for her for emotional support whenever she needs it. And of course she's gonna give it to you because she wants you to think that she's your friend. So she's gonna get it back.
Something that I've been meaning to ask you is in the 29 years, and I say 29 years because I'm 29 and you were here before me, but in the 29 years of sisterhood, what do you think is your biggest takeaway from our relationship?
I feel as though our thing that we had to go through was a trust thing. Like we had to learn how to trust each other and also communicate. Because especially communicate. I feel like me and you started healthier communication around COVID. I feel like that's when it started for us for real. Like if you really sit there and think about it, I feel like it came for real. No, during that situation with that W, and then after around COVID time, like right before COVID, because we was doing our stuff before COVID. But I feel like we dived deeper during COVID. And then, you know, we still had things to work out on, but I feel like we are in a place now where it's, how can I say, we started at our platform, like at our
base level.
Our foundation, and we went up, but we kept falling down. But I feel like now we got sturdy material. We got the shit that we need to do so it can sustain. So I feel like that's with any relationship though. Like if you want it to work, you both got to put the work in.
Exactly. So. Yeah, I would agree. I feel like my biggest takeaway in 29 years of sisterhood with you is that I feel like I've learned a lot from you, in particularly how to say fuck it to certain things. But it's so crazy because I feel like we're similar and different, very different at the same time, because there are things that, like when it comes to like your family, you're very strong locked on. And then there's certain things when it comes to me.
You like fuck it.
Yeah, you know, so it's like it's different because I remember one time you had brought up to me, I think it had something to do with like romantically or something. And you was just like, Wasila, not everybody is as strong as you. You had told me that one time, and I'm looking at you like you the one always calling me sensitive, like you know. But I think that the beautiful thing about our sisterhood is like our strengths and weaknesses. We're able to be strong for each other in different areas that we may need, and bounce off of each other. Yeah. So I guess how can I sum that up? In our 29 years, I've learned that there can always be, first thing that popped in my head, a new opening act in a sense of like a new fresh start. Even though our past didn't lend itself to where we are now, and I didn't know if we would ever be in this space. You never know what God's plan is for you in a relationship. And just so essentially, I want to say to somebody out there, if you're having a difficult time with someone you consider to be your sister or someone that you grew up with, you never know where God's path will lead you and where it will go. You know, God has the ability to change people's hearts, change people's minds. And I think that I'm glad, because it's so crazy, because even though me and Jasmine grew up really close, I feel like I low-key wish me and you would have been close a long time ago. Yeah.
But everything happens how it's supposed to.
Yeah,
like
it does.
Literally.
Yeah.
It does. And I wouldn't say that I wouldn't change anything.
Yeah, same.
I wouldn't, because if you do, then it wouldn't lead us to this healthy place that we are in now.
Exactly.
So I wouldn't change anything, because people don't understand. You can't avoid healing. You can't avoid the hard part of going through things, because when you do that, it doesn't leave space for you to genuinely have a emotional, be intelligently emotional to certain situations.
Yeah, and evolve
from a healthier healthier place, instead of thinking with just your feelings and not thinking logically behind it. Because, and then not only that, and not only that, but being able to see the other person's perspective. Yeah. Because a lot of times we think how we process things and how we think,
and that's the only way.
And it's not. Yeah. Two things can be true at the same time. There's something which is called duality. You know. Duality is very real. Yeah. Okay. And I think what it is us as humans, we try so hard to be right and to just be good. It's okay with not having it all together, and it's okay if somebody else understands something better than you do. Yeah. Or get it before you do. Yeah. If you love them, or if you care about them, or you know.
And that's my love language. If you love me, teach me.
Teach me. Don't scold
me. Don't gatekeep. Yeah, don't gatekeep. I hate that. And that's one thing I will say. Another thing I love about our relationship is like we bond over like health stuff. So we love talking about like different tinctures to make and herbs, and we love talking about that. So we love to share that with one another, and like, you know, make sure that we up on our stuff. And I
hate gatekeeping. Yeah. I do, especially if it's somebody that I care about and I see them going through something, or I'm struggling with something. I'm not gonna gatekeep from them, because that's weird as hell to me.
Very much weird. Weird energy.
Weird. Yeah. Or you just being spiteful or evil for no reason.
That too.
That bothers. That burns me up when people are spiteful. Yeah. For what? Because your feelings are hurt, your ego bruised. Get out of it. Like, exactly. Get out of it. Like, especially if you know. Because let me tell you something. When the tables is turning and it's your turn, people be thinking that they whole world in shambles. No, you got to take that like you gave it to them.
Take it how you
what she said. What What Dr.
Where Dr. Bright?
Yes.
Okay,
Girl,
I just gotta say that we
episode.
love you, Dr. Bright. If
We
you
do.
ever want to
We
be,
do.
I am a small but mighty podcast. If you ever want to sit on this couch, girl, you are welcome.
Okay.
I just have to shout out to Dr. Bright.
Yes.
Love her.
Oh, that episode was good.
Which one? About when
Yes.
Simone and
she
her
was like, bitch, you okay, it's okay. Sit there, you'll be okay.
And sit in that.
Yeah, sit in it.
And that's a lot of times I feel like as humans, we're trying to run away from our emotions. Yeah. But that undercarriage of feeling what you're feeling is going to be the thing that propels you to the next place.
I feel like the hardest part for us as humans, it's not the thing happening to us or the thing that we did or whatever the situation. It's not that. The hardest thing is the acceptance.
Ooh, acceptance.
It's the acceptance, because a lot of people are not able to accept the fact that you were the villain.
You could have been the possible, or
you were the villain unconsciously. You unconsciously were the villain. And
to take it a step further, before acceptance, it's the shame.
That part.
Because the shame has to be, and shame is something that I've dealt with a lot in my life, and that's kept me stagnant. Shame has to be one of the worst emotions, because it keeps you in a place of complacency, and then it keeps you in a place of victim. You have victimized your own self to your own circumstances. And not realizing that there's a grander picture, a grander thing to look at.
And you just letting time just go by.
Just pass by. Oh, speaking of that, somebody said, I watched this tonight's conversation, and I have it on the app. He said, how many potential good years are you going to let pass you by holding on to something that God never wanted you to have in the first place? Girl, let me tell you something.
That's crazy.
Let me tell you something. When he said that, because that was me back in 2017.
Like you holding on to something that ain't for you. It's not right, because it's not for you. It's not sticking. It's not going good because it's not for you. Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it the fuck go. And I feel like that be the biggest thing, because back to something that we talked about.
It's the comfortability that people want. You can't be comfortable. You got to be able to be uncomfortable. Baby.
And then another thing is being uncomfortable. See, I find it, being uncomfortable with myself is one thing, but then being uncomfortable in a relationship, being uncomfortable this is how I know that I've grown, is I wouldn't say I'm all the way there, but I'm better at when somebody else is in uncomfortability, it doesn't bother me so much to the point where I'm just not okay. Yeah. I used to be the type of person, if me and you got in a disagreement, I'm not going to be okay until I know that the situation is okay. And now I done stopped my entire life. Yes. And my whole system is messed up.
Your nervous system is
jacked.
Yes.
So
your nervous system is literally, what a damn pause. Literally on pause.
Because, and that other person may have went on with their life, doing what they're doing, and that was
because that's their
with the WB.
It's the fight or flight. Because let me tell you something. Whew. You might be in the stuck place. They look like they done moved on, and they dealing with this shit.
They dealing with that shit. You just don't know.
Yeah,
because some people are really good at disguising what it is that they feel. But regardless of the fact, you don't let anybody or anything or any situation hold you hostage like that. And that is something that I've had to realize as I unpack having had. I'm say I'm a little in between anxious attachment style, because I had to realize, like, in order for me to be fully healthy, I need to be moving and actively in pursuit for secure attachment style, because things are going to happen. Life is going to fluctuate. What I've had to come to the conclusion, life is going to continue to life. You're going to be up and down in relationships. You have to maintain your peace, right? Or a sense of peace, because
that is so true. And a lot of people get this confused too. Peace and avoidance is not the same thing. Okay?
Go ahead, break it down a little bit.
Peace and avoidance is not the same thing.
It's not. And you have so many people that are avoidant.
Thinking that peace, that's not.
Let me tell you something.
It's actually worse.
It's actually healthier. And I'll say this as a person who mostly I'm peaceful and I'm able to maintain my peace, but I have emotionally highs and lows. I just forgot my
You have emotional
emotional highs and lows. Wait, it was somewhere I was going with that. What did you say before that? Oh, avoidance. So it's gone.
Yeah. But what I was saying is being peaceful and avoiding. It's
two
not
different
the same
things.
thing.
Yeah.
It's not. Being peaceful is one thing, and avoiding, that's a different monster, baby.
Because to maintain your peace, you have to be comfortable with conflict. Because sometimes securing your peace means calling a spade. And that's another thing. So I had my last guest that I had on is a friend of mine, and I'm real big on communication. And I used to kind of feel like something was wrong with me because I wanted communication. No, people need to learn how to fucking communicate and give, people don't even know how to give the bare minimum. So the communication was kind of was spotty, and I wanted to make sure that she was okay with the topics that we'll be speaking about. So I sent her a message that was firm, but it was respectful. And I said, for me, communication is important. And, because basically I told her, I was like, do we need to reschedule? And she was like, wait, what happened? I was like, well, communication is very important for me. And it had been 5 days had went by and I hadn't heard anything if she was okay with the topics and things of that nature. And I felt so good for setting my boundaries and not being afraid that person wouldn't want to fuck with me no more, or it was going to be a problem. And that is the place that you have to get to maintain your peace. Because if I would have just been laxy-daisy, well, it's okay, I'm on whatever they on, and no, you have a standard for yourself, and it's nothing wrong with wanting communication and setting those standards. And a lot of times we feel wrong as people for standing on business.
We don't see keeping the peace and having avoidance. That comes with learning how to set your boundaries too. Because the avoidant thing to do is you thinking that you're setting boundaries.
Yeah.
You thinking that you're setting boundaries. But when you avoid this situation, you're going to get to this other situation. And the boundaries still not going to be set. They're not going to be set.
And that's a whole nother topic is people be wondering why they're running into the same person.
It's just me.
That's a whole nother topic.
They just unzip and threw that on her. The other person come pick it up.
And then you throwing your traumas on other people.
Other people too.
Girl, that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic. So with ending this.
That's crazy.
My last question that I want to ask you, or not ask you, but what is one thing? So I want us to pick one thing about each other that we really like or admire about the other person. Because I'm gonna do the other stuff. But so let's pick one thing that we like about the other person. And I'll go first.
Okay.
So let me think. The one thing that I really like about you is I feel like something that we've connected on to is we kind of have the same heart in a sense, like when we really care for somebody, we'll nurture them, we'll do the things for them, and we're just really, we have really good hearts, we love really hard, but people don't always appreciate that love that we have to give, and it's like a really strong, almost purifying love. But a lot of times I feel like people, for you in particular, they don't always see how valuable you have been to their life, because when I tell you, this girl she didn't raise people children. Okay. She didn't raise people children. She didn't took care of people in her family.
Yeah.
She puts her family first. Like, and I don't always think, I know that you do it like, oh well, I just wanted to do it, but I do feel like there should be more appreciation for what you've done, because you've sacrificed at a drop of a dime just because.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I love how you care for the people that you really love, and how you step up. And even something in this podcast that I'm realizing is I do acknowledge within myself how sometimes I didn't acknowledge the things that you were doing right. It's easy to point out what people are doing wrong, but also tell people what they're doing right. And I think that was partially because of my unforgiveness, that I was walking in with as it pertains to our relationship. But I admire your heart. I admire how passionate you are towards others. And I want the very best for you. Like I want you to get, and I always tell you this, I want you to get what you desire in life, what you want, not what you can be to other people, but what you can be to Tiara Lazard, because you are the most important part in this whole equation. So that's what I admire about you. I'm sorry, that was a long speech.
So the thing that I admire about you the most is the fact that and I know this sounds so cliche. But you are strong, bro. Like, for real.
God's toughest warrior.
Like, seriously. The things that you've been through, and just knowing who your mother was, because, you know I know.
Yeah.
Like, just knowing the type of person that I know that you are deep down inside.
Yeah.
And how, not misconstrued, but how misunderstood you are. You're very misunderstood.
Yeah.
And people don't really get that, because you come off as a very bubbly, friendly, overly friendly, overly protective, overly invading with love bomb. Not in a bad way, love bomb, but like, here, let me love you. Like, when you care about somebody, just as a person, you're very loving, and people don't understand what they feel like sometimes. They never had
overwhelming.
That. It's overwhelming to them.
Yeah.
And it's hard for you to really get that, because it's just you. You're the only child.
Like, receive that from another person.
You're the only child.
Yeah.
So it's like you've never really had a sibling growing up.
Yeah,
on your
I
mom's
have
side.
siblings,
You have siblings
but
on your
yeah,
dad's
we
side,
weren't close. Yeah,
but you wasn't close, and then y'all real far in age.
Real
so
far,
it's like,
yeah.
Growing up, you were the only child, so I didn't mind sharing my baby sister.
Yeah,
of course you can have her, but at the same time, I still you know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping.
Yeah.
I never tripped on it. Like I never
Yeah.
did. Unknowingly I may have, but I don't feel like that. I've always been the type of person where I never mind sharing my mama and my sister with people.
Yeah.
And like if people know what I mean, they know what I mean. Cause baby, when we stay, everybody stay.
Yeah.
So, you hear me? So I never had a problem with sharing my sister or my mama with people. So with you, people really get you misunderstood about the type of person that you are. You can be controlling, bro. You can.
What? Wait, this is supposed to be a nice, what you really admire.
No, I am. You can be controlling. But people don't understand why you are like that. Okay? I understand why you're like that. And I don't care. I be caring sometimes. It be bothering. It be getting on my nerves sometimes. But
hey, I am not controlling.
Hey. I feel like you're controlling in the sense of you just want the togetherness and the
for myself.
Yes.
And then you want
the togetherness and you want the bonding with other people and other, because like I said, you are the only child on your mama's side. So it's like when you get around other people or family or people that you consider to be your friends, you have this attachment style that you are trying to break out of.
I feel like I've grown a lot. Like I feel like I'm more, I don't want to say detached because that's not what I want to be, but I'm very much like
boundary setting,
and very much like can remove myself out of a situation at any point. Like that is just not serving me.
But I just feel like people misunderstand you. And
I am very much. I feel like I'm misunderstood. Like you said, I feel like I have a very, just how I said about you, I have a very strong love.
Yes.
A very, and then another thing that I feel like it kind of come off controlling, I'm very assured of myself. Yeah. So I feel like when you're very assured of yourself, you already kind of come off a certain way to a person and that is not as assured, as aware of, or have as many answers to their problems as you do. You know what I'm saying? So you come off a way. But I am very passionate about the people that I love. Like, you know, it could be even anger passionate into the sense of like,
get upset because people don't understand.
No.
I'm saying like you angry about
angry about being misunderstood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because people don't understand how much I care about you.
Yeah, that
and
too.
I'm feeling this when I'm trying to get you to see.
Yeah.
What. And you about to piss me off, so let me remove myself.
No, for real.
Let me remove myself. Yeah. Because now I don't want to do something or say something to make you feel like that don't care about you, because I do. Yeah. But you making me mad. You make
Yeah.
You making it hard, baby. And I'm not trying to do that with you. Yeah. So that's why I say you do come off as misunderstood. But I understand you.
You do, yeah.
And other people don't. Like... People and another thing, if you care about somebody, if you love somebody, you're gonna make sure that you don't try to gaslight them into making it seem like they crazy. Yeah. Like if you know that they're misunderstood, or you know that they're not the normal or not what you think that they supposed to act or supposed to be like, don't try to make them feel otherwise. Yeah. Like, don't do that. Like that's like one of the worst feelings a person could feel, especially if they're giving their all to you, and then, or they're there for you, and then when it's their turn, you make them feel like shit. Like that's one of the worst feelings that a person can feel. Yeah, like for real. So I don't know where I went with that.
Yeah, so it's synopsis.
I had to say, I don't know why I had to say that.
What's the thing that you admire about me the most?
What did I say?
Was it my strength?
Exactly, your strength, because of your perseverance. No matter what comes your way, like I said, it is very cliche that I said how strong she is in her strength, but because of what I've seen her go through, of what I've heard her go through,
Yeah.
she keeps pushing. She got to get it out. She gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
But she gonna keep it pushing.
Talk about it. Yeah.
She gonna talk and cry.
Yeah.
And fucking scream and curse about it.
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
Yeah.
And scream and curse about it, but she keeps pushing.
Yeah.
She doesn't let nothing stop her. And when she's determined to do something, she's gonna do it. It don't matter if it take her. How long are we talking about this? How long are we talking about this?
2, 3 years, 4.
Matter of fact, 2 years. You was at that other apartment.
Yeah.
2 years.
Mm-hmm.
She just said it.
Mm-hmm.
She said she was gonna. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
You had the little setup at your house, at the apartment. You was like, yeah, I could sit it right here. I can sit it right here. I can have this right here. Like, yeah, I'll be a guest.
Yeah.
But you like, can I get? No, I ain't been no calls, but I'll be a guest. And I'm right here now.
But yeah.
Yes, your strength, like, it's crazy.
I feel like for me personally, I've been through an amount of pain that would kill a normal person, because you got to think about it. From losing my mom at 13 to going through some of the emotional trauma that I went through with my grandparents. Love them to death, would do anything for them, but that was very traumatic. To having to really define who I am to be as a woman, and to make sure that I stand on principles, to make sure I stand on that I respect myself, and take it further than my mother could, and to learn from her mistakes, and then to refine myself within that. Like, that's excruciating pain. I mean, the nights that I cried, and I mean, it was like a baby cry, like, a deep cry. Yeah. Like, people don't know you never know what a person is going through. So yes, I do come off as strong, assertive, knowing myself, but I think it even goes back to something that you said about, like, not always experiencing the love that I give out. I think that's why I love so vigorous. Yeah. I love so strong, is because I'm hoping to attract that in the people that I come into relationship with. Yeah. I want that especially in a romantic partner. Like, if it's not that, it's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Passive. Sure. I can't do no passive nonchalant. For real. You see what I'm saying? I need the emotions. Give me very much chalant. Okay.
Give me the chalant. Give the none.
Okay. Okay. Period. So
that won't be enough.
Okay. Okay, are you gonna get none of the shit? Yeah. I need you to care for me. Okay. But that has been another episode of AVOR podcast. If you have not subscribed, okay, if you have not pressed the like button, if you have not shared this with a friend, what are you doing? This was a very impactful episode. It was. Thank you so much for being on this episode. Absolutely. I truly hope that this episode provides some type of clarity to somebody that may be going through a similar situation, or feeling a certain way with a family member or a friend and stuff like that. And just let you know, like, there's always greater to come. You know what I'm saying? As
long as y'all have breath in your body, there's always room for God to change things.
That's true.
Whether it be friendships, relationships, personal issues, job issues, your living situations, financial situations, spiritual, just anything. Your kids, your anything. Anything. You want to move. Anything. Yeah. Your health. Anything.
It's never too late.
It's never too late. Yeah. It's never too late. Yep. Your depression. Never too late.
Because that's a whole nother episode. Okay.
What?
Yep.
Like, long as you got breath in your body, you got it. But you got to make the decision make the change, because can't nobody do it for you.
Can't nobody do it for you. All right, and that is another episode of AVOR Podcast.
So this has been another episode of the AVOR Podcast. If you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you follow me, the host, Wasila, Giwa, on all platforms. And also follow AVOR on all platforms at AVOR Podcast. Beat provided by Esquire, one of the greatest to ever do it. And we're going to keep these episodes rolling. And until next time, love ya. Peace. Peace.